One quarter of basketball already played, and welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star Game.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star Game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever.
Oh, yeah!
Just a ridiculous dunk there. There aren't many guys who can pull off a throwdown like that.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
That one getting his teammates fired up. D'Angelo leading by example.
And they're on the break, on up the court. It's good. Russell's got 4 this quarter.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. West All-Stars.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. We hope you enjoyed the first half of the All-Star Game. Ernie Johnson still here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet, as you might have guessed. The West putting on a show in that first half, and that's exactly what the All-Star Game is all about. So much talent on the floor for the Western Conference this year, and they're putting it all to use. The East in danger of getting their doors blown off if they don't turn things around in a big way in the second half.
Well, when it comes to a shootout, the Wild West is what it's all about. These guys score in bunches. Really hard to match up with. The East has tried to put up a fight, but they don't really have the same level of talent as you've seen in the first half.
We know the Western Conference roster is filled with superstars, not just all-stars. But the best of the best in the East aren't going to just go down without a fight. I think the East needs to be a little bit more physical and probably work a little bit harder, and the second half is going to be fun.
That, sadly, wraps up the halftime show.
No.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
Whoa! Hey! Watch out now. Watch out.
I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
Boy, I can't get enough of that, guys. I mean, he is a true rim wrecker.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Wade's checked in. From deep, James, and he's good on the 3-ball. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 8 points for him.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
The third quarter comes to a close. It's the West All-Stars. They lead by 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And so here are the West All-Stars. At one point, they led by 16. Pierce is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And an intentional foul. All right there. John Wall's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's the West All-Stars ball. It's a 5-point game. Durant kicks to Russell. Leonard sets a screen for Russell. Dishes it to Leonard. Takes it from 10. And no good that time. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Sinks it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
This is John Wall at his on fire best.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
It's stolen by Wall. He dishes it to LeBron. To take the lead. Buries the triple.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the fourth. That will count. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
And guys, while the